Hi everyone, welcome to the channel, and I am here for an album review for you guys. Now for this review, I'm going to be reviewing the Todd La Torre album, Rejoice in the Suffering. This is the new solo album that Todd La Torre recently came out with. Now, if you didn't know, if you're new here, I am a Queensryche fan, so I was definitely curious to hear this album when I heard about it coming out, and when I heard the singles and all that, since I do like the band Queensryche. So if you didn't know, Todd La Torre is the current vocalist of Queensryche. After Jeff Tate left, Todd La Torre took his place. So yeah, he came out with a solo album, so let's go ahead and talk about it. Now, whenever I talk about this album, I'm not going to be going over every song or anything. I'm just going to be talking about the highlights in my opinion, and give you a score and just give you my overall thoughts of the album. So what do I think of this album right off the bat? I think it's very good. I think this is a very good album. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say that it was mind-blowing, but I liked it. I mean, I liked it enough to say that it's a very good album. So yeah, I mean, this album just has, a lot going for it, especially with the vocals. I mean, Todd La Torre sounds really good in this album. I mean, there are some parts of this album vocally that don't even sound like, it would be like he would be a vocalist of Queensryche. Like, he almost sounds like he could be like a substitute vocalist of Judas Priest or something, because some of these songs he does kind of sound like Rob Halford, especially with some of the way he delivers some of his vocal lines. I mean, some of these songs definitely reminded me of the band Judas Priest. So if you are a fan of Judas Priest, check out this album. You might like it. So yeah, vocally, Todd sounds very good, and I mean, the instrumentation is of course fantastic. A lot of moments in this album where the instruments are just real energetic and real in your face, and just they're fun to listen to. Now, some favorites of mine off this album would have to be Pretenders, Crossroads to Insanity, Critical Cynic, Vanguards of the Dawn Wall, and Apology. These are all really great songs. Now, with the song Crossroads to Insanity, this is an interesting song because whenever I first listened to the song, I immediately got some Queensryche vibes. So if you are a fan of Queensryche, this song might do something for you. It almost sounds like it could be like a B-side song from the Todd La Torre era of Queensryche. And because of that, I actually like this one. I think it's a really good song. And of course, Vanguards of the Dawn Wall. This was one of the singles. I've pretty much liked it since first listen. It's real energetic, real in your face, and it's also pretty heavy. I mean, not a bad choice for a single. Now, the closing track of the regular edition, I'm not including the bonus tracks here because I do realize that there is a few extra tracks to this album, but to the standard edition, Apology, this is a very interesting song. It's very different compared to what's the rest of what's on this album. It's not as energetic, not as heavy as most of what's on this album, and I like the way that this song is structured and the way it flows and all that. I mean, everything sounds good in this song, with the vocal delivery, the instrumentation. I mean, it all sounds really good. So yeah, I definitely really like this song too. And yeah, I mean, I really can't find much to complain about with this album. I do think that some of these songs could have maybe have been a little more diverse. I guess that would be one of the main things that, if I were to make one critique, that would probably be the one thing. I mean, but you can make the argument that the album is fine as it is, which it is, but I just feel like there just could have been a little bit more. So yeah, while it's not a perfect album, it's a really solid album. I do like this one. So Rejoice in the Suffering by Todd La Torre, really good album. For a score, I'll probably give it an 8.5 out of 10. It's a very good album. Check it out if you're into bands like Queensryche or Judas Priest. This album might do something for you. So I think it's a good album overall, so let me know what you guys think of this album, this solo album from Todd La Torre. So on that note, thanks for watching, have a nice day, and take care.